The Grand Caravan we're going to be working on today has a 6-speed 62 TE transmission. The issue that it has is that it shudders or vibrates when coming to a stop. The cause of this issue is that the TCC variable force solenoid is going bad and it's not releasing the torque converter quick enough. So if it stays applied or partially applied, then it's going to cause that shudder and it could possibly cause it to stall. First I'm going to move the battery and the coolant reservoir so we have some more room, and then I'm going to jack the front up and we'll start draining the transmission and getting the front pan off. T20. Now I'm going to start getting the front cover bolts off. Alright, now I'm going to get the top ones. Alright, the top's broke free, so I'm going to jack it up and get it from the bottom. Alright guys, this is the variable force solenoid that we're going to replace. First we want to get this bolt out, and then we'll be able to pull it out. T20. I just lubricated the O-rings with transmission fluid. The front needs to be sealed with silicone. We're going to put it in place, do it finger tight, and then we're going to let it sit for about 45 minutes. And then we'll tighten it on a bit more. Oh, there we go. It's been about an hour since I first applied that, so now I'm going to tighten the bolts the rest of the way. And we got it off and we didn't get this damaged. We got a 24mm here that I'm going to use to hammer this into place. Okay, I just lubricated it, now we're going to put it in place. Make sure it's flush all the way around. Alright, we're going to twist and wiggle it into place. There we go. Alright, now we're going to pan it up. Now the next day, everything's back together. The gaskets are dry. So I'm gonna put a funnel into the dipstick tube. And we're gonna put some transmission fluid in this, and then we'll start checking the fluid level soon. You don't want to pour it too fast because it can start spilling out of the dipstick tube. Now I'm going to start it up, put it through the gears, and then we're going to check it while it's idling. Now we're gonna check it quickly. Alright, so the fluid level looks good now. It should be at about 10 when it's cold, so we're gonna get it warmed up and then we'll recheck it. Alright guys, I got the transmission up to 10. I'm gonna check the fluid level. I also ran the quick learn and went through the steps, and on the test drive, it gave me no issues. Go all the way down and pull it up. So we're between 30 and 40, and this is at about 60 degrees, so that is the proper level it should be at. And as you can see, there's no bubbles in the fluid, which is a good sign. Now this looks like it's good to go until the next transmission fluid change. If you keep on top of that, the transmission should be good. The fluid looks fairly clean now. We're fully warmed up and we're driving around. The good news is that the issue hasn't happened again, so I'm gonna come to a stop to show you guys that we're able to stop smoothly. We'll come to a stop. And everything's fine on the stop. We'll get up to speed and then do it again down here. Yeah, and everything's good there. So it definitely fixed the issue. So if you guys have a similar issue, make sure you get that solenoid fixed, and then you'll be able to drive around normally.